Ask for the truth on behalf of Hannah Lasher concerning love issues. Is he her soulmate? Is he the one that's meant for her, or what? What's this all about? I ask for guidance and insight in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck for you there, Hannah, and I'll just neaten everything up, ship shape and Bristol fashion, and just move things to the side here. I'll deal out 3 cards for you. The first card we deal is in the position of your recent past. This is, of course, a period of time between now and this time last month, roughly. You could say about over the past moon phase, couldn't you? But usually every phase usually lasts about 28 days, doesn't it? Each cycle of the moon goddess, and I suppose you could call that a month, so that's between you and a month ago. The next card we deal is in the position of the present, so that's of course you in your situation now, and then you in your situation for the immediate future with E, or whatever this is supposed to be. Then of course that is, we just pop that there, and that talks about that. Let's just see though what's been going on just recently. This will give us some insight, I suppose, into establishing the situation, finding out what was going on, what energies were vibrating there. Maybe let's just flip it nice and slowly, not to disturb its energy, and now you can see we've got the energy of the chimera. I got a sort of sense here as though this is more really to do with yes, your imagination has been clouding your judgment, and in that sense you think he is the one, you thought he was the one, and I suppose maybe you've been thinking just a bit too hard, and not sort of going through all the letters of the alphabet as well. There are 26 letters of the alphabet, aren't there? So of course you're stuck on E at the moment. So although we're only 5 letters in, there are the other remaining, are there not? So whilst you work out the remaining 21 letters of the alphabet, we'll laughing and joking about. We'll just see how this is turned out right now, though. Of course, you've been thinking too hard. Maybe this E person whom you've clearly got your eye on, you've got your own perceptions, your own idea of who this person is. Have you not? Let's just see though what is going on now. We'll just flip this next card, not to disturb the energy, just next. As you can see, notice there you've got the energy of the hourglass, just really indicating that right now time is of the essence. If E is the one, or you want E to be the one, and your imagination says so, then time is of the essence to make the first move, maybe. I suppose it's one of those situations where really you're never going to know unless you give it a go. I'm a poet and don't know it. You never know unless you give it a go. There's a new saying for you. You heard it here first. But I suppose that's what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day. Nevertheless, notice the hourglass is nevertheless surrounded in darkness. So of course there is that element of time and uncertainty surrounding it. But there are only so many grains of sand in there, and then when they run out you have to pick it up and rotate it and turn it round again and start again, don't you? So once you've done that, you picked up, rotate it, that's it. How many turns do you want? On this particular cycle, you've got a set amount of time for how long. Well, time is of the essence, of course. So if you've been given an ultimatum from a time point of view, or if Spirit is saying now or never, maybe that's what it is. But I want to just see now what the next card reveals for your immediate future. Look at this. The energy of Medusa is there. Just really, she symbolises jealousy. That may beware. This is a warning. Jealousy leads to downfall, of course, and while time is of the essence, jealousy leads to downfall. In the sense of, I've got a sense as though just maybe you're going to find between now and this time next month, between now and the next moon phase, or the next full moon, as you could say now, I suppose, as nearly as. You may as well just beware here, because I've got a sense as though there's somebody else there with him, and this is going to eat you away, I'm afraid, if you're not careful. Notice the snakes the snakes symbolise betrayal, don't they, as well? And I'm sort of getting this feeling as though you might sort of try and encourage him to betray her, or something. There's something along the lines there, but I just don't like the look of this particular one. I'm sorry, but I'd rather really maybe go through some more letters of the alphabet, or just go back on the previous four and try them, or whatever. But just leave E out of it, I think, is really. But you won't, and that's going to lead to downfall, isn't it? And there are going to be tears, but for now we'll cast a shadow over this. Until now, or until then, of course. For you, these cards have spoken.